Hey everybody, it's your girl Tracy from R&D Cigar Accessories. It's been a minute since I've posted any videos. Welcome September. So I wanted to address something that I've seen a lot on my For You page, and I really don't like it. The cigar culture is growing so much over the last, let's say 10 years, just phenomenal. There are also a lot of women that are coming into the business as well. So congratulations to any of the new cigar enthusiasts, the lovers of the leaf, the sisters of the leaf, the brothers of the leaf, and to my new lounge owners. But I want to emphasize something that is very important to me. So I'm always going to give you from what my opinion is. You can love it or you can like it, okay? This is going to be always the truth. Not everybody that smokes cigars every day knows everything about cigars. I don't care how many followers they have. I don't care how often you see them. I don't care what you see them light up at what event or anything. That's bullshit, okay? Not every cigar owner of a lounge knows everything about cigars. Some don't know anything. I have been to some. We're not going to talk about that. But if I got more cigars in my humidor than you do in your establishment, there's a problem. Do not tell people your settled opinion of what anyone else should smoke based on your limitations. It just drives us. I cannot stand it. It is a huge pet peeve for somebody that doesn't know anything about anything to tell someone else that may be very influential and not have the ability to really take charge and think for themselves. There's a lot of people out here that absorb all of the things and the energy that you have because they don't know how to think for themselves. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you don't have that drive to say, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to do this, and you're more of a follower, then you could have that person become as stagnant as you. And let me just give you an example. Acid cigars. I smoked an acid cigar. I think the last time I had one was probably about 2017. When I was really just kind of coming into, okay, trying some new things, one of the first things that somebody recommended to me was an acid. Try something sweet. I used to smoke some of the hand-rolled flavored cigars around the way. You know, you had the different flavors in the different humidor jars, and I thought, you know, I was doing something until I learned more. So I don't really gravitate to those anymore, even though I do enjoy sweets overall. And I still enjoy A Girl With No Name, A Crazy Alice, A Fat Bottom Betty, and Alec Bradley. And there's so many others that still kind of give you that flavor, but you expand. So if you're set on one thing, that's fine. But don't discourage. So it's like eating oysters or guacamole, two things that I happen to like. Not everybody likes them, but most of the time when I have conversations with people as to why, one, they've never tried it, and two, they've taken on the negative opinions from other people, and they limit themselves as to how much more they will grow. So take some time if you're just coming into this industry, or if you want to expand your palate, and go to some place where there is a hostess, or talk to the owner. And if the owner says that this is not my forte, that I have somebody that can talk to you about it, fine. Invest. If you purchase cigars from Cigar International, because there are some brands that are exclusive to them, and not only that, you might not be in an area where your local cigar lounge or a retailer has what you like, so you order a lot online. Cigar International is a reputable business. They offer discounts to veterans, and a lot of times they offer free shipping, but they'll also offer limited time subscriptions to other magazines like Cigar Aficionado. That was a really good go-to for me. Cigar Aficionado magazine for years, and Cigar Journal, which I still pick up and read from time to time. Why? Because you have education. Read, and then you can learn about the different rappers from the Dominicana. You can learn about rappers from Florida. You can learn about torcedores. You can learn about, from Spain. You can learn about you can learn about Honduras. You can learn about the different cigars that are cultivated in different areas. As you begin to expand your palate and learn what you like, then you'll say, oh, okay, this is from there. And I know this brand is from there. I tend to gravitate to Nicaraguan cigars, okay? So don't be so quick to tell someone that they shouldn't spend the money. They shouldn't smoke that. You didn't like it. I always like to say, why don't you try it? And then let's talk about how you felt about it. And why don't you try your recommendation? Because everybody is not going to spend $100 for a cigar for an Opus X or a Conviction. I've had both. Everybody's not going to spend $100 or more for a actual real Cuban Cohiba cigar. Listen, there's a lot of fake cigars going on, just like there's bags on social media. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I know my people that have bought them back, that have actually been on the trip, because right now it's illegal to bring them in. So how you getting them? Okay. So let's talk about all of the things here, but you need to understand what's going on. You need to understand where it's coming from. Just because somebody has a wrapper and takes a picture and say, I got Cuban cigars, doesn't mean that they're necessarily Cuban. But it doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are fake. They're just like your frames, like your glasses, like your clothes, like anything else. There's knockoffs out here. Don't be caught with one, okay? So I don't have a problem with smoking whatever it is that I like. I like the Drew Estate Isle de Sol, which I still never pronounced correctly. Okay, it's a very inexpensive cigar. When I say inexpensive, you can probably get one for about $4 a stick. Okay, but the Da Vinci by El Septimo, one of my top 5 faves. Okay, second in that particular line is the Empress of Sheba. But for the Da Vinci, you're going to spend, depending upon where I go and get them, I'm going to spend anywhere from $22 to $50 per stick. A lot of people, oh my God, it's never worth it. But have you tried it? I don't smoke on anybody else's budget. I smoke on mine. And then if you are smoking with me and you're out with me and we smoking cigars, you respect what I'm smoking and I respect what you're smoking. Okay? But those people that know, those are the ones that'll offer. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't offer me an acid because I'm going to turn it away, because that's not my thing, because my palate has grown so much to where that's not particularly my thing. Even though I did just say that I like the Del Sol, okay, because I like the sweetness. I'm not knocking it, but it's just not what I smoke. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. So when someone asks you, what do you think about a cigar? Give them your honest opinion. You know, not everybody tastes the notes and it's peppery and things like that. Yes, I've had some cigars where I can tell distinctively, okay, I don't like it. It is a little too spicy. It is a little too peppery. It is more chocolatey. It is more mild. I'm not an expert. I'm not. And there's so many brands out there and there's so many things out there that I haven't tried everything, but I am a woman that can speak to what in the world she's actually enjoying. Okay, I don't follow anybody to do anything or to learn. Suggest or make a recommendation, try it and see how you like it. Everybody's palate is different. Everybody's desire is different. Everybody's spend budget that you're willing to spend on cigars is different. Everybody's accessibility to cigars is different. You may be in an area where there's a pop-in cigar lounge. You might have a membership. Everything's going on. Music and everything is good, but they don't have a big enough selection for you to expand your palate. So there's a lot of different variables we need to take into consideration. But if you don't know, those 2 magazines will help you a lot, because they will provide with you the top 100s per year and the top 5 and give you articles about the flavors and things like that. So you can say, you know, this is maybe something that interests me, but I'm telling you this before I go. You should never go into a cigar lounge and someone tells you in the humidor that this is a good pairing with water. Now, we can go into sparkling water, we can go into Prosecco, we can go into wines, we can go into your scotch, your whiskeys, your tequilas. Okay, that's a whole different conversation. Please know what you're talking about before you give a recommendation. Follow me on all my social media channels, RMD Cigar Accessories on Instagram, shop my new website, rmdcigaraccessories.net, where you will get a selection of cigar picks, all unique. If you have any custom requests, you can send me a message. I do reply to them. As the weather changes up here in the next month or so, I will be introducing sweatshirts and hoodies with Just Put Your Lips on It and RMD Cigar Accessories on the website only during the winter season, and then we'll go back to t-shirts. I thank you all for your support. Like, share, subscribe, put some smoke up in the air, and be open to try something new. Bye.